Hey everybody, welcome to Post Preps Game Day. I am Denver Post Preps editor Kyle Newman out here at Fairview High School today. Beautiful fall day. And we're going to be previewing the Fairview ThunderRidge game Friday night. That's tomorrow night, 7 p.m. at Rec Field. And alongside me, I got head coach Tom McCartney and senior running back Mariano Kemp. So we're starting off the show here today, folks. And Coach, I want to go to you. 25 years here. You know, you've been coaching Fairview. Obviously, you got big football roots in this town. But this season, what's the key to this team achieving their potential down the stretch?
You know, each and every week we just want to get better. We want to improve, and we feel like we have all the pieces. We've got size. We got 5 starters back on the O-line. We feel like we've got an outstanding defense. We got playmakers on offense, and so it's just a matter of staying focused and really getting better each week.
Again, Kyle Newman alongside Coach Mack and Mariano Kemp here. Great atmosphere from the Fairview Marching Knights, bringing it out here at the high school today. Again, tune in to denverpost.com/preps or on our Facebook page at Denver Post Prep Sports to live stream the Post Preps TV Game of the Week presented by American Furniture Warehouse tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And Mariano, I'll go to you now with this next question. Lost to Columbine last week, obviously a very good Rebel squad. How do you bounce back from this and get the win against ThunderRidge tomorrow?
Yeah, so after the loss against Columbine, I gathered up the team and I said, the one thing that we have to focus on going into practice is we got to take every rep serious. Even if we're not in, we got to be taking mental reps. And at the end of the day, that's what's going to separate us from, making a run in the state to the state title or, getting bumped out first round. So heading into this week, our mental focus was great. When we were in there, people were giving their best and great effort. So I think that's definitely the best way to bounce back from obviously a loss. And that's what I think we did this week, and we'll see tomorrow.
And so Kemp, obviously, he's going to be a huge factor, you will, on offense, and Aiden Atkinson airing the ball out. But then ThunderRidge, they've got some weapons too. Spencer Lambert at running back, coming out, setting the tone. How do you get your guys hyped up, just like you said, to take every rep seriously, even if they're just standing on the sideline?
I think the best way, how coaches always taught us, is no matter who's in front of you, no matter what their name is you always respect them. You respect your opponent next to them, and as long as we come in level-headed and we respect our opponent just as they're like one of our own teammates, I think that's the best way to, stop their pass game, stop their run game. And on defense, we got to go down and drive. Offense, go down and drive. And I think that's the best way, is just always respect your opponent.
Again, folks, Kyle Newman alongside Coach Mack and Mariano Kemp talking Fairview ThunderRidge. That will be on Friday, 7 p.m. Post Preps TV Game of the Week presented by American Furniture Warehouse. You can live stream that on our site and our Facebook page. And Coach, for a preview for this game, you were talking about how you got to get off the mat, recover from this, but you also mentioned Lambert, their running back, that's going to be key defensively. Who on defense, maybe up front or in the linebacking core, is going to be crucial in containing him?
Well, obviously, it's always all 11 and getting to the ball and seeing things. On the defensive line, Tyler Banks is he's a tough matchup for anybody, and so Tyler's our starting nose guard. Very quick. He has the ability to wreak havoc on an offense and get penetration. So I think he will be a big key. And then linebacker Jeff Erickson. Those two guys, we're looking for big games for them.
Again, folks, Post Preps TV tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Tune in on our Facebook page at Denver Post Prep Sports. And we'll come back to this game to do a prediction, but I'd like to talk about a couple other big games coming up here this week. And one of them happening tonight. Mariano, I'll ask you a question about it, and that's Moline-Columbine. Obviously, two very familiar foes. What do you like in that matchup, Mariano, and what do you see from Columbine last week that makes them a good squad?
Definitely just that offense. That's definitely a tough offense to stop. But the moment you stop it, I think that's the game changer. And I'm very excited to see those two teams play tonight because they're two different style offenses. Columbine's pretty much just going to run it down to the clock hits 0-0. So, and then on the other hand, Mullen, they have some great running backs. They got great wide receivers that can go all around. So I think that's what's going to be very exciting for tonight's game.
And that'll be 7 p.m. at Jeffco Stadium. Coach Mack, what do you like in that matchup? Are you going to be out there with your assistant scouting? Or?
No, I'm not going to be out scouting. We got some different things we got to do to prepare. But what's intriguing for me, kind of like Mariano said, is two really different styles, two great coaches, well-coached teams. And so I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I think it's going to be exciting football for anybody who gets a chance to watch that. And obviously it's a league game for us, so we're definitely intrigued with how it plays out.
And I like Columbine by 7 in that one. Mullen, obviously very talented, though. I know Coach Tom Tannell is going to have his team prepared coming off a win over Mountain Range last week. Folks, another game we want to talk about here, Fountain Fort Carson at Highlands Ranch. Coach Mack, you know much about either of these programs?
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is on, but I actually know a little bit about both teams. We've been playing Highlands Ranch, and this is their year. This is the year that they've been waiting on. They are very hungry. They've had a lot of adversity they overcome, and so look for big things from them. And Fountain Fort Carson, they play tough schedule. They're very athletic and very well coached, and so it should be another exciting matchup.
Yeah, Gavin Green, excellent running back for Fountain Fort Carson. You mentioned Highlands Ranch. They got the skill players. They've overcome the adversity, as Coach Mack was talking about, and they've had the build-up to a season like this where they can make a deep playoff run. Now, before we close the show and predict your game, Mariano, one key for you to get a win tomorrow night.
That's a good question. You know, just heading into the game, like I said, you got to respect the opponent, but I think what ultimately is going to win the game for the Knights is just we got to fight every play. There's not a play that we can let up the gas. If we're down or up, no matter what it is, we got to fight like it was, you know, state title games on the line, and this is the last play. You know, we got to come out and fight every play.
Again, Kyle Newman alongside Tom McCartney and Mariano Kemp. Guys, thanks for joining us on the show. My prediction, I got the Knights by 10. I think it'll be close, but I think maybe Kemp and that O-line maybe will grind it out, and Aiden Atkinson will get the game going through the air. Again, tune in 7 p.m. Friday night on Post Preps TV via our Facebook page, and at denverpost.com/preps. And until next week, folks, take it easy.
Thank you.